Howdy, Parson Patty here, and today I am going to do a page in my little golden book, The Colors of Winter journal, and it's going to be a nature journaling page. Come on along. Now, one of my favorite nature books is Naturally Curious by Mary Holland. And this is more specific to New England, but it may work in some other places. I did use it in Pennsylvania, for instance. So probably Pennsylvania, New York, New Jersey, and New England is probably like the area that it covers. And what's really, really nice about this book is that it goes month by month through the year and gives you clues and hints at what to look for and where to find it. So it starts in the spring with March. And there's plenty of pictures and it's not hard to understand at all, and lots of descriptions, and it talks about all the different critters that you may find at that time of the year and where to find them and what they are doing. And then it goes into the trees. You can look at the twigs of the tree, the fungi, the plants. And then in April, of course, April is a very busy month, right? With a lot of plants popping up. Lots of bird pictures. So it's very clear. It is just a wonderful book to help the beginning naturalist what to look for, when to find it, and where to find it. Naturally Curious. I think she's got a new edition out. This one was published in 2010. This was 2010, so this is already 13 years old. She might have a new one, and it's called The Photographic Field Guide and Month by Month Journey Through the Fields, Woods, and Marshes of New England. Awesome book. Well, she also has a newsletter that you can subscribe to. I can link that below. And I read the newsletters when they come because she's always adding in new information. And a recent one was about squirrel DREYs, D-R-E-Y-S. And so this is our nature word for today, DREYs. And it is a squirrel's nest, and usually you see them way up high in the tree, in a, between the trunk and where a branch comes out, and they weave the tree twigs and leaves and things like that. And sometimes they line it with softer materials, and it's pretty tight and it's pretty waterproof. Sometimes they have their babies in the DREY if there aren't any like nesting cavities available in trees. And they also will build a few of them around in different places, and in the wintertime, to stay snug and warm, a couple of them might, cuddle up together in one of these DREYs. She does have a little blurb in here. It is on page, I had it marked, 409. And it's actually in the month of February, and I know it is only January, but you can certainly see them right now. So what we're going to do is first go take a walk outside, and I'm going to look up in the trees and count and see how many DREYs I can see just by walking around the house and looking up into the trees that are closest to the house. What I'm going to do is just walk around the house and count how many DREYs I spot. There is one there, so that's number one. A little higher up is number two. Looking out across this way, there's a couple over there. Let's walk over this part of the driveway, and there are three. There is one, And it's a little hard to see here, but there's one there, and there's one up there. So there's 3. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And these are the squirrel nests that they build. Stay snuggy in the winter. Okay, so we got 5. And there is 6 right there. And there is 7 over there. So we have 7 squirrel nests so far. And they build these out of leaves, and they might line it with different things. So walking towards the back of the house over here, there are, let's see, oh my, look at, there's one up there. Way up there, number 8. 8 squirrel nests. And coming to the backyard now. I gotta look up high. I also have to look where I'm walking, don't I? Okay. Oh, we only have 8 so far. Stop and look back. Don't see too many over here. I'm only gonna count the ones I can see from the yard. I'm not gonna go into the woods right now. I know there's some on this side. So now we're on the other side of the house. And I think there's one right there. Let's see. It is right there. That would be number 9. It's pretty far away. Number 9. I just filled the bird feeders and put out the suet. Okay, we got 9. And let's see. Come over here. There was one over here. Where is it? Oh, there's one up there. 10. Some of these trees are pretty high. So we got 10. Oh, there's one over there too. Right there's 11. And looking back, hope I didn't count, the same one twice. Okay, we got 11 of them. There's probably more. Okay, one more look over here. Coming around. There's my new bird feeder with the cage. Works wonderful. There's one of my suet feeders. Well, we got 11. Got 11 of them. I'm looking up. Way up there. These trees are so tall. Oh, there's one over there. Okay, we'll stop at 12. Right over there. Number 12. And I think that's it for right now. Well, we found a dozen squirrel DREYs, or little cozy squirrel nests where they can spend the winter. Well, somebody has finally showed up to be in the video. And yes, so there were just about a dozen DREYs that I can see just from walking around the house. And one of them, I might have counted wrong. It wasn't really a DREY. It was just like a dark spot on the tree. But another one, I think I missed a big one like right at the beginning. So and then I think there was another one over there. Anyway, let's say lucky 13. Okay. So somewhere between 12 and 14, and we're going to call it 13 drays that I can see from the house. And that doesn't mean that there's squirrels in all of them, because one squirrel might make a couple of nests, and one nest may have more than one squirrel in it, especially in the winter to stay warm. So what I'm going to do is, in my book, I have a page with a tree on it, and I might be able to print out some kind of picture from the little video I made. I didn't take a picture, and some time has gone by, and now it's dark outside. So I think I'll just print out a picture, or I'll print out a picture from the book about what a DREY is, and I'll put the word DREY and just do a little journaling today in my little golden book. I wanted to give you a little bit closer look at the article in the book, but it's going to be hard to do. So what I'm going to do is, first I'm going to put right here the picture that she sent in her newsletter, and then I'm going to show you the printout that I made. Okay. And I printed it out in 2 pieces, and I left a credit down here, Naturally Curious. So I'm going to use her image, but I am not selling it. I am just putting it in my journal. So this is a close-up of what a DREY looks like. And you can see how it's between the trunk and another, well, this might be an offshoot of the trunk here. Kind of like in a notch between a branch and where the trunk splits. And it's woven with twigs and leaves. And like I said, they may use some softer materials on the inside. And I'm going to cover up the birds. Put that up in the tree. And then there's the gray squirrel. And I'm going to put down here. And I did find these cute little stickers of gray squirrels. And these are Susie Zoo. And I might put a couple of these stickers, or at least maybe some of these leaves. Now I know these are fall stickers, but that's okay. He's gathering up his nuts. He's sharing a nut with a friend there, and I've got some leaves. The leaves certainly go with this picture, and I just might put the playful squirrels on there because I like a little bit of whimsy in all of my journals. So if you are very new to nature journaling, or very new to just going outside and looking for some nature to journal about, this is a very easy activity, is to look for these DREYs up in the trees. Now the ones in my yard were pretty high, and basically that's why I'm using Mary Holland's picture, because I don't have a telephoto lens to get a clear enough picture like the one she had. I mean, I could look at them with binoculars, but that's not going to help me print it out, right? So you can use nature books, field guides, or the internet to help you identify things when you do your nature journaling. I don't know, I feel like something's lumpy there. Oh, that's that thing over there. Let's see. Oh, no, I think the book. Here's that book again. Naturally Curious. Okay, book's kind of big. I'm just pressing this down flat. Alrighty. Throw that on the floor. I'm going to glue down her little gray squirrel. I was reading a little bit about the squirrels and the DREYs. Now apparently the gray squirrels are native to North America, but were introduced into the UK. So all of our UK friends across the pond can find these gray squirrel nests too. I think the red squirrels make them, or the flying squirrels. Maybe the flying squirrels. And I think it said the ring-tail possum, the ring-tail possum, make these little nests too. Let me look at that again, make sure I got that right. I hate to give you false information. Wikipedia says that a tree squirrel, because there are ground squirrels out west, so the tree squirrels, the flying squirrels, and the ring-tail possum, which is not native. We don't have these here in New England. They're where, in Australia or somewhere. Southwest Australia, I think it says. Okay, so this is good. Easy peasy pumpkin squeezy here. Doing a little nature journaling. And these are so cute. I'm going to take these stickers. And let's see. Well, that's not going to fit there, is it? Oh, I should put it on the other side, and then I could have put it there. Okay, well, let's do this. We'll put this one here. Stickers are not required for nature journaling. And where do we want to put this guy? Let's put this guy here. Okay, we got 3. Do we need one more? 3 might be enough. This has snow on it. So we put some leaves instead. Put some leaves falling. Oh, that's on there. Oop, that one's got fall is fun. We're not going to add fall is fun because this is a winter activity I'm doing here. Get all these little leaves on here. It's okay, we have snow and falling leaves at the same time. Happens often. I don't know, where do I want to put this one? Let's see. Okay, we'll put it there. And I've got one more I'm thinking of putting up here, like that. All right, so I'm going to do a little bit of journaling. Well, before I do my journaling, I'm thinking about putting the word DREY, because we're doing a nature word today. And here's half an alphabet. I keep finding half of an alphabet. Are these stickers? I have some rub-ons, but let's see if I have enough stickers. Will this show up on there, though? That is the question. Not really. Okay, I need something bolder than this. So I'm going to put it right there. All right, I have black. Here's some orange. I guess alphas or something else that I need to organize. No, I don't. Okay. Oh, I've got these. Sometimes it's harder when you have too many choices. DREY. And I have 2 of them. Let's go with D. Will they fit? I didn't even measure. DR. They should. There's only 4 letters. DREY. I only have a green Y, so I can't use the green E. Good thing I checked. I have to use the blue E. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. These are not very sticky. I wonder if I need to add glue. Okay, this is turning into a project. Easy peasy turns into a project. Putting just a little bit of glue on there. These are very, very old. Very, very old stickers. Oh, I forget I got my camera up high because of my large December journal. So let me pick up my book, and there's my page. And it's quite simple but quite colorful. I like that I left one of the original pages of the book in the background because it's a large tree. I've got the 2 printouts on a diagonal. I did use the color letters for the word DREY, D-R-E-Y. And the colors don't really match the sweaters, but the squirrels do have colorful sweaters on, so that kind of reflects that. I've got some leaves falling down because there's leaves in that picture and leaves down here. I've got the gray squirrel. I wrote gray squirrel over there with my white gel pen. Did a tiny bit of journaling here in the corner. January 8th, 2023. Counted about 13 drays around the yard. Most were very high up. You don't have to be complicated when you do your journaling. And like I said, with your nature journaling, you can use guidebooks or printouts or whatever you want to draw a picture or put a photograph. It doesn't matter. And you can add whimsy, you can add stickers, you can do whatever you want because it is your journal. Now that you know that this is called a DREY, and to help you remember DREY, D-R-E-Y, think of gray, G-R-E-Y, squirrel. The DREY is where the gray squirrel lives. Now some people do spell gray, G-R-A-Y. Sometimes I do that. Wikipedia has it spelled both ways, so I don't think it matters one way or the other. I think they're both used interchangeably. Maybe some people use more of one than the other. But in this instance, if you spell gray, G-R-E-Y, it'll help you remember DREY. So we have gray and DREY. Now something else is, now that I've told you about this and you've learned the word DREY, when you go out and look up in the tree, now is the best time where all the leaves have fallen off, and you will see these nests way up high in the trees. All of a sudden, you're going to start seeing them everywhere. If you haven't noticed them before, you will now. Because once you learn something, there's this frequency illusion that you will start seeing this everywhere. Some people call this the Bader-Meinhof. What is it? The Bader-Meinhof phenomenon. The Bader-Meinhof phenomenon, or the frequency illusion. So I hope you get this illusion. I hope you just start seeing these DREYs everywhere. So thank you for letting me share this tiny bit of nature with you. And if you have some experience with these DREYs up in the trees at this time of year when you can see them for the gray squirrels, or maybe you have, if you're up northern New England, you might have some red squirrels too, but you can put that in the comments below and it would be much appreciated. I love to hear everybody's little nature story. So thanks for coming along today. Bye-bye.